There we go. And let's kind of take this around like this. Okay, I'm going to just close this like that for a second. Well, hello. Welcome to this quick little Emerald Hills Skylet, I guess you could say. I want to introduce Pete, my friend from the Isle of Wight.
Hi, guys.
And as you can perhaps tell, I'm here on the Isle of Wight to visit Pete. And this whole thing started, Pete, because we at Emerald Hills Skies were having a hard time relating, by the way, the very programs that you normally run here as well. You use Astroplanner, right?
I use Astroplanner.
SharpCap.
SharpCap, definitely.
And you also are using Stellarium regularly.
Yes, definitely. Stellarium.
And so because Pete normally used this suite of programs, he noticed that when we were trying to do it at Emerald Hills Skies, we were limping along. So you actually wrote a little kind of a control panel to wed them all together, Pete.
Yes, I did. It's a kind of a same control panel. I don't think you can see it here, but I wrote a little control panel as well to help me out to try and fuse these programs together, because each one of these programs is amazing at what it does, but I wanted it to, especially at 2 a.m. in the morning, be able to press a button and get things to work rather than sort out software issues back then. And I've always been watching Emerald Hills Skies for a long time, Doug, as you know, and the same problems that you were having, I was seeing as well. So basically, I took the control panel I had and we stripped it down to make it the functionality that you needed, and hopefully it worked out okay.
And I know that if you come back and look at the channel another time, you'll see the way we use that. So it'll speak for itself, the way it will allow you to, for instance, capture an object's location in one software and then let you find that same object's location in another software. I have to marvel at how Pete used his prior programming skills to be able to fuse that into a new part of the hobby. But more than that, you used it across the ocean to bless a community of people that were on the other side of the world. And furthermore, when I tried to pay for it, Pete refused. And this, to me, it became part of the story. The story was, well, why would you refuse? What generates that kind of goodwill, Pete?
Well, we're all in the same boat, the same world, and astronomy is worldwide. I mean, when we go on the internet these days, I talk to people all around the world who share the love of doing different parts of astronomy, and we just happen to do what they call EAA, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so it was a problem that needed to be solved, and I like solving problems, and if you solve it, you might as well solve it for other people as well. If it helps, it helps. It's the way it works.
And I love the story, now that I've come here and visited you, I love the story the way you'll make your wife and daughter listen to this sometimes.
Yeah, it's like a punishment. No, it's not over breakfast. Well, that's time zones for you. That's the problem. The Earth's got time zones, as you well know.
Because I'm finishing up at like midnight or 2 a.m. Eastern, and that's like 5 hours, so that you're getting up around 7 or 8 a.m.
Yeah,
here.
that's right.
It's your breakfast time.
It is, and so luckily for us, there's some more entertaining media to watch. Another session with all the guys that join in on your session.
Yeah.
So as you know, I mean, I tried my hand at a bit of YouTubing, but I would never have trying to observe and also have to control the crew, your usuals, and all the other people who join in as well, because you'd be more distracted by reading what they were saying all the time than going on with the.
Wow.
So so it was fun. So I was watching it, and obviously my wife, who's not really an astronomer, I would say, definitely not my daughter, but she enjoys science as everyone else does. And things. So we ended up watching Emerald Hills Skies on the Isle of Wight.
So for me, this became a part of the story. Is I happened to be in UK for another purpose, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to rent a car and drive down there and see this guy and personally thank him. So Pete, thank you.
That's no problem, Doug.
For what you did for Emerald Hills Skies and for the community. And I think this is cool the way this little part of this hobby can bring together people from New Zealand and California and Kentucky and UK and the Isle of Wight. And this is like off the southern coast of UK.
It is.
Out in the ocean, here you are. It's amazing that all the way out here you can find Emerald Hills Skies.
Well, yeah, I mean, we do have the internet now, which is good. I know this is not looks like 1950s England, but now the Isle of Wight's an interesting place. Well, I mean, it's quite funny. It's quite hard. I mean, we've been discussing, because you've been here obviously a few hours before, and we've been discussing that there's not many people doing what you do on YouTube, so you do kind of gravitate towards these people. So and you're a person I found earlier on, and as I was saying before, you've done so many different videos covering so many different parts of the hobby, from the software. I remember your whole thing was Starry Night and on Astroplanner. In fact, I think you've tried every planning piece of software and every planetarium software ever made.
And you've helped me import the list from one to the other as I've migrated through.
But that was interesting as well, because obviously also the developers, isn't it? Like Paul from Astroplanner is helpful. I mean, everyone in the community seems to be very, very helpful really to each other. Yeah, I mean, I was kind of stuck in the mud. I was the one kept on going Astroplanner, wasn't I? And you were going, no, we're going to go into Deep Sky Planner, and Deep Sky Planner was great. And these programs are great. I've got no problems.
They all bring uniqueness.
Sky Tools, isn't it? Sky Tools as well. And I was going, no, I've spent all this time learning Astroplanner, because we discussed as well, a bit of a steep learning curve on most of these bits of software. So I just stuck there. But the primary reason I was stuck there, and the primary reason I use it and Stellarium and SharpCap is because the authors of those programs understood that they could put in huge amounts of functionality that satisfy a large number of people. Yes. But they also recognized there would be things you wanted to do that were outside that they wanted to program. And they put in scripting environments and things like that. And without them, without standing on the shoulders of giants, as I said, the Apollo 17 film was you couldn't have this kind of control panel. I couldn't talk to Astroplanner without Paul putting that in place. Sorry, excuse me. And Stellarium is the same. And SharpCap, a fantastic scripting model in SharpCap with Python. So all these developers have helped us help ourselves as well. And then if we do that, then surely we should pass that on to other people as well.
Well, Pete does EAA as well, and we'll put in the description a link so you can go watch his channel as well. I just want to say thanks to Pete and for his incredible generosity and kindness to our community, and may the Lord bless you, Pete, for the way you've blessed others. And that's really all we wanted to say. Anything else you want to say to the folks here at Emerald Hills Skylet before you go, Pete?
Well, don't I say that thank you, because one, it's enjoyable, and two, it's educational, and three, thanks to you allowing other people to come in and observe live. I've met lots of your friends online. Friends? Friends. Yeah. So, like Stu and people like that, and Tiffany, which, people like that. So I think it's amazing. So I think please carry on, so we can carry on watching, and I can eat my breakfast while...
Yes. All right, that's it for this one. Thanks again for being a part of this, and we appreciate all that you guys do by pitching in like Pete has, and thanks for being a part of Emerald Hills Skies. We'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.